Let's talk about hateration in the dancery, shall we? Now, this topic right here was inspired by Khadija. If you haven't followed them, please follow them on YouTube, all the good socials, all the fun socials. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something. Again, this is inspired by Khadija's little topic about hateration in the dancery, and the algorithms we subject ourselves to with our art and our creativity. Now, I'm not someone that really trucks in hate, but do I get hating on someone? Yes. Yes, I do. I completely understand that there will always be hateration in the dancery, and there will be people who feed into it simply because. Simply because. Now, are certain things warranted? Like how we're currently talking about Ice Spice, and well, we're kind of hating on her for a valid reason. Let me change the lighting. There we go. I think that's better. Anyway, y'all, like how we hating on Ice Spice and her going through her flop era, and we realizing that, you know, people can just really be booty holes. Really booty holes. I'm pretty sure she would like that because she has things dealing with like fecal matter and stuff like that. But is all the hate warranted? Yes, it is. In this instance, it is. And I can see why. We have a little bit of evidence. Music is trash. Said person is a mean girl, and we're all collectively just dumping on her. Yeah, yes. I can agree with them on that point. But I guess in general, it's situational. I try not to feed into the negativity because I myself find that how can we put this? I vibrate high, but I don't want to say that because it sounds like, you know, it's so been there, done that. I mean, we do feed into the hateration, but I will definitely say, I understand, but I don't feed into it. And I'm not above it. I'm not above it, even though I say I literally vibrate high, but like, I'm not above it. I'm very much human. And if you have a group think and everyone hates one thing, you kind of jump on the bandwagon. You become a bandwagoner. And a lot of us as human beings just want to be accepted. Allegedly. I'm going to say that allegedly, but for the most part, a lot of us just want to be accepted, you know, for who we are, what we do, and have other people who can, you know, just vibe with us and have a commonality. You want to find commonality with people wherever you go, especially when it comes to things you were interested in your space, and sometimes hateration. Hateration, yeah. It's not a very good binding agent, but I get it. I definitely get it. And when it comes to art in itself, again, you know, beauty is subjective, yada, yada, yada. We can all hate on a piece of art and be like, this is booty, this is trash. Listen to this person's music and say, oh, whoop, oh, that's trash too. But I think that in itself would require discernment. If you're gonna hate on something, at least use discernment. Because you can hate on something completely blindly for your whole entire life. But at least if you use a little bit of discernment, you'll know why you're hating that. At least you will know why. But again, going back to my point of the hateration in the dancery, it becomes really like worthy of the algorithm. And ain't that the messed up part about it? The algorithm will pick up on everyone hating on this, whatever it is. Oh, it's buzzworthy. It's this, that, and the third. And the algorithm picks it up, and it's sometimes really filled with a whole bunch of hate and controversy. And that's what it clicks. I guess I like how the human mind works, psychology and whatnot, and how we all just kind of group think and, you know, dogpile on people due to the hate. But it also becomes a group project. And I thought we didn't like group projects, y'all. I thought we didn't like that. But apparently, you know, when just hating someone, it becomes a fun group project. Then we all get A's. Everyone's passing everyone. But personally, me, I don't have any beef with the algorithm. Me and her will never see eye to eye, and I'm quite content with that. I'm content with that. Like, I'm definitely content with being on my other side of the universe and my own little pocket oblivion realm, and, you know, just me doing my thing in the name of love, fun, curiosity, and chaos. But the energy that we do put out, the algorithm always picks up on, and it always will pick up on hate more than it will things that are more beneficial to you, like love. I won't get into that. I said it for the podcast. That'll definitely come another time. And with the algorithm comes numbers, comes engagement, comes more engagement, hate comments, and a little bit of everything. And it just takes that one spark, turns it into a fire, and now you have a firestorm. Depending on how big it gets, it may turn to a freaking, I don't know, we'll just say an eruption, a volcano eruption, a volcanic eruption of huge proportions. That the algorithm then feeds off on even more, and then it just spirals and then it becomes viral. Isn't that like how everything pretty much works nowadays? And when interacting in these spaces with these energies, you find that people can also be pretty dramatic than they are online than they are in real life. A lot of people will say some pretty audacious and outrageous things online rather than they would in person, because I mean, duck if you buck, you know, in the real world, because it's literally your whole entire body that may, you know, get touched. It might. And I'm definitely not saying, you know, don't be you, but there's always a time and a place, as they say, which there isn't a correct time and place when it comes to your liberation and your freedom. Remember that, yeah. Remember that. But when it comes to hateration, there will always be time for that, and there will always be people who interact with that energy, and they will be much more different than they are online and also IRL. For instance, how you see me right now is how I act in real life. Not a news reporter. We're gonna just say wonderfully optimistic, not toxically optimistic. I mean, I do have senses of being a realist. I will always, you know, keep me in mind and the direction that I'm going, and I will definitely stay grounded in, you know, reality. But what you see is what you get. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. I feel like it's good. And if it ain't, then, well, I will grow and continue to grow. But I'm gonna be feeding into the hateration anytime soon. But I'm not above it. But I will also be this way online as well. Kind, courteous, collected, something else. And when it comes to being online, third spaces are sadly what we really interact with on a day-to-day basis. I mean, third spaces are part of our lives, and you will have people who have discourse like you have on TikTok. YouTube is for, you know, teaching, and then TikTok is for multiplying a conversation and a thought and then sending it out to everyone else. And then that's why things, you know, spread so quickly over there. It's because information and these conversations are always had, and there's a different type of algorithm over there, and still hate is still being pushed regardless of which platform you're on. I'm sorry, babes, but that's how it is. That's how the cookie crumbles. Tough titties to the kitty when the milk ran dry. But I do feel like these algorithms are a bit of bait and switch, but it's based on human psychology. And I would definitely say it's probably the majority of human psychology. The majority of how these people think, it just interacts with their minds, and it fine tunes it, and it makes hitting those dopamines and stimulants in your head much more easier. Way easier, in fact, to the point where it's very scary, because these articles, these thumbnails, these videos will definitely be having you grabbing at strings that may or may not be there. They will definitely bait you in with a topic, a hot whatever, a hated opinion or something like that. And then people will definitely, you know, click in, log in, and see what's going on and see if they agree. And if someone has an opinion, right, that's like, hot topic, was it really like a, hold on, no. What is it called? It's not a hot topic. It's unpopular opinion. That's it. That's what it's called. Unpopular opinion. And someone has an unpopular opinion and everyone agrees with it. Was it really unpopular? Even though people weren't saying it. I mean, I get it. People weren't saying it because it's probably it was wild out there, man. It was wild. And you saying this out here wild. Anyway, was it really an unpopular opinion? If you're all agreeing with it, it's just one person said it and you subconsciously were thinking it. You know, we were technically all agreeing on it. So technically, oh my gosh, it is popular, but people aren't really saying anything about it because it took this one person to say something about it. I don't like kettle corn. Well, that's not really an unpopular opinion. I say pattern instead of pattern. There we go, out there in the world. But yeah, algorithms pick up on certain different things, and the hateration will always be the first thing that it picks up. And it will take one topic, multiply it, and next thing you know, you'll have people just piled on top of each other talking about the most silliest of things and giving their opinions. I mean, as they say, your emotions are absolutely valid. They are valid. Who's calling? ¿Cómo está? Yeah, I got you. Anything else? In the pot, right? Okay, I gotcha. All right, I can do that. Where y'all at? Still? Oh, wait, she got braids? Okay, all right. That's good. Okay, but I will do that later. Sorry you had to witness that right there. Anyway, what was I talking about? Hateration. Yeah, people gonna be doing what they're gonna be doing anyway, yada, yada, yada. Acting how they want to in these third spaces, and so on and so forth. Can't be helped, but I see it. I'm not above hating someone. I'm not above the hateration. I see why people do it. Algorithms pick up on it and hate and yada yada. And we flow and we get on through our whole entire world. We go through our lives. But yeah. I really should have put this better together a little bit more. But hey, I need to get these thoughts and thought diarrhea out. You gotta get it out once it's out, you know? Anyway. Thank you for sitting through the video. If you sat through this, I really do appreciate you and your time. Because literally your time is super precious. And you spent it watching my video. Anyway, I'm gonna give you back your ear and your time. It was wonderful having you here. Hopefully you come back again. I forgot to give you my intro, but that'll be that for another time. Anyway, thank you for your time. I'll talk to you later, okay? All right, later.